How's it going, YouTube? Rich here. We got Lane. We got Rob. This here's Chase. We've been telling you about the vet build that we're working on with the chopper, and this is Chase. He's the vet we've been telling you about. Chase, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name's Chase Terry. Joined the military in 2009. Did my first tour in Iraq in 2011, doing convoys for the Army. We are Air Force, but we were a detachment under the Army because I guess I couldn't fully do their job. 2014, I went to Afghanistan as part of a Sea Army team. We had joined the CVMA when I got to Utah. I was stationed down in Vegas at Nellis Air Force Base for 6 years. Doing convoys, it really took a really bad toll on my back. Had my first back fusion when I was 25, looking at a second. The doctor said I'd never ride my bike again. So I actually sold my first bike and ended up buying another once I proved him wrong. Afghanistan just kind of sealed the deal, so they decided to medically retire me, and there I am.
All right. So what we're doing is Chase became the owner of a chopper that belonged to another combat vet. He went by call sign Joker. The chopper is in pieces. So we've got a lot of work ahead of us. We've got frame, tank, motor. We've got the fenders and wheels over here. And so we've got a lot of work ahead of us, and it's going to take a lot of time and effort and money. So we decided that we wanted to help. Tell us a little bit about Joker and how you became the owner of Red Devil, you call it?
The Red Devil.
The Red Devil.
That's what he called it. Joker was a Vietnam veteran. He was our chapter commander for the CVMA, and that guy would do anything, even if it was his last dime, the shirt off his back to help veterans. I mean, he touched so many people in the local community and in the CVMA, and you know, he was a hard ass, but he was kind. Like I said, he'd do anything for you. He got this bike a few years ago, and with the amount of power that it was pushing out, he kept breaking welds on it. He dumped it a couple of times. He had every intention to restore it, but just didn't get around to it before he passed. He's also a Purple Heart recipient too. Yeah, he was a Purple Heart recipient, and the guy was just amazing. He would do anything to help, especially Vietnam vets, because of how poorly they were treated when they got back. But I mean, you know, he's missed by all of us in the chapter still, and his family, and a lot of people in the community.
All right, so you were telling me that the club they were the ones that were that disassembled it to do the restoration, right?
So after Joker passed, his wife decided to donate the Red Devil to the chapter because she wanted it to stay in the CVMA, because this is where Joker's heart was. We got it torn down as a chapter, realized real quick we didn't have the funds to properly put it back together, and it was voted to give it to me, essentially for me to restore, and it's just been sitting in parts and pieces ever since.
All right. So like I said, we've got a lot of support for it already. Top Coat, F11, they're working on putting together a donation that we're going to be able to raffle off. So keep an eye out for that. We've got a lot of other things that are going to be raffling off to help raise some money for this. We're not doing this to make any money. I'm not keeping any money from it. Lane, Rob, none of us want to keep anything. We're doing this just because we want to give back to the vets. They went and fought for us, and it's time for us to fight for them. So if you can help, there's going to be a link to the GoFundMe. There's going to be a link to our Patreon. We're going to be giving away shirts, hats, parts, whatever we can get, we're going to give back to you guys. Like I said, we don't plan to keep any of the money. Whatever's raised is going to go towards the build. Anything left over, we want to give to another vet family in need. So just because the bike's done doesn't mean the families are. So we definitely need to help everyone that we can. If you can donate, please reach out. If you're local and don't want to do it through GoFundMe because of the fees, you can get a hold of me, Lane, Rob, and we'll come pick it up. So we've got a timeline. We're going to get this thing done by August 3rd for the what's this for, the All Red Ride?
Yep, the All Red Ride up in Logan.
The All Red Ride for the Fallen. We'll put links to that ride as well. But once again, these guys need your support. We need your support so we can get this done for them. My family, my grandfather, both my grandfathers, my grandmother, my brother, they were all military. I would have too if I wouldn't have hurt my knee. This is my way of giving back. Don't you agree that we support vets?
100%.
Let's show them some love. You guys have a great night. Thanks, Chase, for letting us come over. And here's another sneak peek of something else we're working on. It's an electric glide. You can't really tell right now, but we're going to do some apes on it. And we'll bring that to you shortly. Have a good night.